Speaking of titles, we have a new women's world champion.
Yeah, about that.
Becky Lynch is your new women's world champion.
Wait, you got to say it right. Becky Lynch is the new tag team champion, and I told you guys that.
That's what. It's funny how I literally pick up on that because every time I'm like, yeah, she about to cook because she started breathing heavy in between every word. I'm like,
She needs
man,
some albuterol when she do a promo.
I'd be like, do you need an inhaler, ma'am? Like, are we?
You be at the house for her, like just at the table, just putting it on the TV. Hey Becky, just please.
Just breathe. It's okay.
She
Breathe.
turned red in the face.
And she started like, because she got the sharp jawline, so she be like, I'm like, man, calm down. Like, do you need a joint? Do
Oh God.
do we need to get you some reefer? Like, what's happening here?
You use some edibles? Y'all got money. I know you know somebody back there that got the plug. Like hit Randy up or something. Like y'all could figure this out. It ain't right, bro. But yeah,
And when I tell you this, like, bro, when this match ended, it was a battle royal for the women's world championship. Rhea Ripley had to vacate it, the whole nine. And when I tell you, I saw when that final bell rung and it said, whoa, again, I bust out shouting again because I had to go back to my church days. But I logged off of Twitter. I was like, yep, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I got this. I literally put that, that meme with Roman Reigns where he was like,
yep.
It was him, Paul, and the Usos, and he was like, wrap it up. Let's take us home. That was literally, I was like, I'll see y'all tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Because
my God.
I knew for a fact it was about to be hell. I just knew it.
Oh, did you see that picture? Wait, I think you tweeted it or you commented on it. That picture. You know what picture I'm talking about? Where it was like a split. It was half Jericho and then it was half Becky. And listen, I'm being diplomatic. I could understand because after the 48 hours, I could understand why motherfuckers would think that. Just in terms of booking.
Mm-hmm.
Just in terms of booking. Because he was playing it safe. If y'all didn't want Liv to win the championship in a battle royal, then you could have gave it to Nia because she was already like they already been building her up and it would have made the most sense.
That's what I said. I was like, bro, if it's not Liv, at least let it be Nia and let her beef with Nia for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then title. But at the same time, this is WWE. They trust their 4 horsewomen. If it wasn't Becky, it would have been Charlotte. If it wasn't Charlotte, it would have been Bayley.
I'm not gonna cap. I was kind of hoping Charlotte would have popped up like John Cena at Royal Rumble.
When she trolled on Twitter, I was like, hold on. She's like, well, good luck. I was like, you play too much.
Yeah, I was annoyed. I got my hopes up. I was like, cool, because I'm sorry. For me, anybody but Becky.
Chris Lynchco. That's what they call it.
Oh, Chris Lynchco. Oh, I don't like. I already got problems with the Lynch name and Jericho for obvious reasons. We could let that one go.
No, what cracked me up was the Becky Hogan I saw earlier today. I was like,
that shit was hilarious. Y'all doing the most.
I'm like, y'all doing the most now. Because she seems like the last person that will politic for a title.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, what cracks me up is like, bro, y'all getting so upset about this woman winning the title to the point where y'all bring her kids into it. And that's where I have a problem.
I missed that. They was talking about kids?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, whoa, okay. So, because I went to, like, I had work,
That was
like, literally like an hour after.
I saw it the next day. I saw it the next day. I didn't see it that night, but I saw it. And I was like, yeah, I immediately blocked that account. I was like, no, we're not doing that.
You talking about people? No, 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 no. This is why I don't disagree with fans getting their ass whooped because you don't do that. Don't do that. Like I had an issue with her winning just because Becky ain't had no motion. She ain't had no real motion when she was going into the Mania feud with Rhea. They had to convince us of that because I felt like she was being shoehorned into that. And when it ended the way it was supposed to end, then they played it safe and then they threw her in. It should have been Nia because who's had motion? Liv, who's had motion? And if you, it made sense for the dominant like force to fucking win the battle royal, and then you could do the shit with Liv and you know what I mean? Later on down the line, a couple more PLEs down the way. Doing this, and then the celebration. Why that shit felt like it was like 30 minutes? It was like when Swerve won. Like the crowd was just that the crowd's gone mild. Like everybody was just like, oh for sure, like this is lit. Like okay, oh they're right there. Like oh we're on camera. Yeah, it's lit. Nobody. It just I won't say deflated completely because she's over enough, but like it was just same with Swerve. It was like they it wasn't that was two of the most sauceless wins that I championship wins that I've seen in a 48-hour period. No sauce or no seasoning. It was just well, it happened. That's what it was. It was like, well, it happened.
That's why I went to bed because I was like, yeah, I knew that. I was like, yeah, okay, good night.
I was like, I had to get up an hour. Like I had to leave. What was it? I had to get to work at 4 a.m. So that means I had to wake up at 3. We had just finished doing our pod, so I'm like, okay, I need to go to sleep. And I was like, wait, it's on. Let me just watch. Like you know, you trying to sleep, but it's on. I'm like, fuck, it's on. So I'm like watching, and I'm like, okay, oh, they gonna do. Oh, they really finna do it. Oh, like it's like if you see a car crash and you know that like they're not gonna be able to stop in time. I'm like, oh, they when it was the two of them and they was on the apron, and I was like, bro, no.
What cracks me up about that too is Becky went through the second rope and not the top. So even if Liv knocked off the rope, she would have still not have won.
I wanted to tweet that so bad.
I
Did
said
you
that.
rewind it?
I said it.
Did you
I
rewind
said
it?
it.
Oh, because I was like,
no, I caught that right when it happened. I said, oh no, she's not winning. Because you made sure Becky went through the second and not the top. I said, okay. Speaking
this
of
is the
the
second time Liv done got thrown off of the apron and lost a
oh no,
Royal Rumble.
I'm accepting the fact that Liv is pretty much a loser at this point, and I hate to say it.
She's Dolph Ziggler.
She's Dolph Ziggler. She gets to the finish line and then she fumbles.
That first title run was a fumble. I said it and everybody killed me for it. Sorry, Ken. Sorry, Ken. Yeah, I said it. First title run was a fumble.
I blame Ronda for that.
Yeah, but it wasn't believable. We don't believe you like we wanted to.
I was happy
because it
for
wasn't
you when you
Ronda.
won. I was happy for her when she won.
Same, but we knew what it was. It's like you're almost at the time she was almost like she got the sauce now, and we fuck with her. I fuck with Liv. I was a detractor for the longest time, but then I realized like okay, no, she lit. I fuck with her, but she was the for the longest time she was the almost Lexa Bliss. That's what I used to call her. Like they already got one of you.
Here's my thoughts. Womp womp, nigga. Well, what is it? Womp is our boy who's on CP time. This nigga here is my man, Mr. Hi-Lite Real. This man is on CP time.
Yo,
what's
happening, people?
Yeah, that's what I'm right down the street.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was like, I'm around the corner. He said he almost pulled a what's her name? Lauren Hill.
You know what I'm saying? Look, dog.
No, he was early. He was
coming straight up out of birthday party, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, turn up.
Bro. I was out there, boy. I was Marietta, boy. That was a far little drive, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, Lulu. You know what I'm saying? Live on the air.
Oh, Lulu, happy birthday! Happy
Yes,
birthday.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's all good because you was about 30 minutes until you became Lauren Hill because 2 hours is crazy.
Man, I was checking first. I was like, let me peep in, cause I knew Gresh wasn't gonna answer the phone right off top. So I was like, let me just hop on YouTube, see if they still live. I saw you was live. I said, oh, perfect. I saw the subject. I like, oh yeah, that's a perfect time to hop in, boy.
Oh, he made his entrance. He said, "Wait, okay, here's my music. Let's go."
Yeah, we talking about Becky and Liv being the queen of runner up.
That old bull job, boy. Oh my goodness, boy. I swear on everything I said, man. Y'all. I can't wait.
Ahead.
Boy, listen. All I can tell Gresh first off, Gresh was hilarious alone just off his text because when I hit Mr. Yo TV's ahead of mine, spoiled it for me like maybe not even 5 minutes before the come on.
You demon.
One. I'm like, oh dude, thanks, Gresh.
I forgot you. You watch it on stream. I was watching it on TV because I was at the hotel, so I was watching literally.
No, I got my cable back though. I got my cable back. It's just I think it was because I was on DVR. I recorded so that when I'm on delayed, if I miss anything, I can kind of skip commercials and just kind of go back and watch stuff. So like
makes sense because they commercials do be long for no reason.
Heck yeah, for no reason. Sometimes it's just like, oh my god, come on, you know what I mean? But
it got spoiled for me too.
Yeah, but it's just it don't make sense. Like Becky didn't need that, y'all. She didn't.
Thank you.
She did not need this run,
that was their safe bet. Like I told them, that was literally their safe bet. Tristan, what's up, yo? We did roast him. We literally roast him at the top of the hour. So make sure you go ahead and rewind that right quick and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did roast him.
Roasted, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's cool.
But man, yeah, that was a safe bet. Like that literally was it. It's like I preferred Nia. If it
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Nia was robbed.
You could have gave it to Nia if you weren't gonna give it to Liv.
But at the same time, it was like the curveball. I think I accepted the curveball before it even happened, and then I was like, Becky's the curveball.
You know what was so eye glaring and yet too obvious was the fact that I'm gonna say the quote that you say about Monday Night Raw all the freaking time. Looking at this entire freaking battle royal was like, Raw, Adam Pearce, fight back because you have no division. Not one of them was believable except for 3 women, and you clearly didn't believe in 2 of the 3. So who else was he supposed to believe in realistically taking that title?
SmackDown literally has all the powerhouses.
All of them. Like if this were SmackDown, it would have been way unpredictable because you'd have been like, oh, Bianca could get it, Jade could get it, Bayley could get it, Io could get it, Charlotte could come back out of nowhere and get it.
Oh God, I thought Charlotte was finna.
You know what I'm saying? Like something.
And I think that was another thing too. After they released Xia Li, I thought they were gonna make it 15 like a surprise or something. Nah, they say we're just gonna settle on 14 and just call it a day. I was like, well, goddamn.
For real, you could have called up somebody from NXT or something, my ninja.
Damn, he's still treating it like everybody back in Europe still. Like,
yeah, like what the freak? I'm like Triple H, you know better than that, dog. Come on, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's another thing. It takes me back to how Triple H used to book Black and Gold NXT. He loves the long game. So I feel like this is probably a situation where, because if you look at it in the past tense, Liv has never beaten Becky. Not one-on-one, not in a battle royal, obviously. So they could use this as a way to basically, and it's just me just looking at it from Triple H's history point of view. They could be using it as a way to basically build because this is Liv Morgan's revenge tour, even though she's 1-5, but it's still a revenge tour. I'm going with this route where there's like, okay, Becky she's going to want to get that title eventually, and they might just pivot to where, because they did the little tease with her and Dominic, they could just pivot a little bit where Liv info. I think I saw it somewhere. It could have been. I think it was Bully Ray, and I hate that I'm agreeing with this man, but he kind of makes sense. He basically saying you have Liv infiltrate Judgment Day via Dominic and have her kind of sort of take over that leadership role because Damian basically told them, I don't need y'all and y'all don't need me. So he's basically slowly pivoting his way away. And then she basically gets in Dom's head, and then that builds Rhea. Because I'm telling you this right now, Rhea's come back as a babyface. There's no other way. There's no point in her being a heel. The way that crowd reacted. And Rhea basically, and then that can lead to Liv basically cheating her way to take the title from Becky.
Facts. It's kind of like
with help from Dom, and then when Rhea comes back, you took my title, you took my on-screen man, and you took my club / faction. I want it all back.
True.
For it to be a revenge tour, she got to take it. She has to. She got to finesse.
Take it
At
all.
that point, you hit a lick and take all that.
Take it all. She says she's gonna take it all. So that's what I'm sort of like, okay, I can understand if they go that route. And if they don't go that route, then Liv will forever be the forever runner-up, as Rhea said on Twitter.
always a bridesmaid.
Yeah. Always the bridesmaid and not the bride.
I'll trust the process and the fact that it's kind of a poetic justice and what how you mentioned Liv and Rhea. Roman's the same case. Just in case I missed that, if you guys already covered a lot of what's going on that end, but
we're going on that one next.
Yeah, it's a very similar situation here as we see, where it's like you got people trying to take things that don't belong to them all of a sudden, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. It's these pops gonna be crazy when some of these big people come back. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
You got something else to add? Oh, you acknowledging your tribal chief?
Oh God.
He's like, hey,
you don't stop, can't stop, won't stop.
All day.
Oh yeah, you acknowledging your tribal chief. So yeah, Becky is your women's world champion. We'll try to trust the process.
I just have to point this out real quick because I know my wife gonna listen back to this. It got spoiled for her. Well, we was recording Sucio, right? And I paused it. I paused it even though I had it on in the background. And I was trying to look something up for the sake of the pod. And then first thing I do on Twitter is I see the picture, and I'm like, then I'm like, now I got to see how it happened because this made no sense. Like it made no sense to me. And then I go in the other room, and my wife's in there with her friend. They're watching something, and they're watching Raw too. And she's like, "Why do you look like that?" I was like, "Nothing. Just I'm gonna go because the Mills match coming." She's like, "Wait, why you look like that?"
Don't worry.
Is Becky in the match? And no, it's the first thing she said. Is Becky in the match? And I was like, I gotta. I grab my I gotta go. We record. I gotta go, right? So I try to dip out. As soon as I get in there and I close the door, all I hear is, "Fuck! Why the fuck she win?" She's like, I don't even want to watch no more.
Man, listen.
And I felt that in my soul. And then when I seen it happen, I felt that because I was like, fuck, like, why they do us like this?
I agree. My lady is a big Liv fan herself, so when I had to break the news to her, it was just kind of, she was a little more cool about it. Yeah,
she still heard about mommy giving it up the title. She's still mad.
You know, my girl couldn't do nothing but shrug at it because she was like, well, she remembers when that receipt was kind of given with the chest shots. So it's kind of like she just kind of shrugged it like, tough break.
Tough break, nigga.
What goes around comes around.
Yours took the news better than mine did because she was still mad in the morning. She's like, I can't believe that bitch won.
Mm-hmm. And she likes Rhea. She does. Like, Rhea got her attention from jump, but it's like Liv is that number one in her mind. So it's like,
okay.
that's why I'm just like, She got to win this title, bro, because otherwise you can't have the super
Why
hardcore
Becky?
fans.
Oh.
Why? Why Becky with the red hair, dog? Why?
Oh, Jesus, him. Like, it's supposed to be a new era. Like, why?
Exactly.
It's the
It's supposed to be the new. We need to add a second new to it so we can get closer to getting away from the old shit. New era. We need to.
And see, they
He
could have at
snatched
least.
our chain like he snatched our chain like new because we thought it was gonna happen. He said nope.
And what I don't get to as my final point to this, why the heck didn't they just borrow some people from SmackDown? It ain't like we don't have a draft coming this Friday anyway. This would have been a perfect time.
What cracks me up too with that, Santos was on Raw.
Exactly. So you could have easily got Tiffany Stratton or somebody. I would have accepted Tiffany Stratton of all people to come in here and win this thing. At least, good God, like you couldn't tell me that you couldn't get Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Mia Yim, some people from SmackDown that you ain't using.
Oh, girl with the nasty dreads and that don't wear shoes. What's her name again?
Not even. You talking about Valkyrie?
Oh, you talking about Valhalla?
Valhalla, yeah,
Valhalla, yeah. She just like you could just see her just chilling, asking for change on Camden Road.
Tristan said that was not the Becky Plies was talking about.
Not even a little bit, Tristan. Not even a little bit.
Way too much jaw.
Oh man.
Oh my Lord.
I forgot about that song.
What the freak?
Oh God.
When the club go around here, I'm a cat. This bang bang gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold. Look at how they witness.